Have you ever stood in a workplace moment where everyone is talking, but you are just there, smiling, nodding, and hopping? Nobody suddenly asks you a question. Maybe someone says, "Can you send me that report?" And your mind goes completely blank. You understand a little English, yes. You even studied it in school. But in real life, at work, everything feels faster, louder, and more serious. And suddenly, the English you know disappears. If this sounds like you, then stay with me. Because today we are going to make workplace English feel simple, natural, and possible for you. Not perfect English, not complicated English, just real English that people actually use at work every single day. Because here is the truth many learners never hear. Most people at work are not using perfect English. They are using simple, everyday sentences again and again. The same phrases, the same patterns, the same words. And once you see that, you stop feeling afraid. You start feeling ready. Let's imagine something real. You walk into your workplace in the morning. Maybe it is an office, a shop, a school, or even a hotel. Someone sees you and says, "Good morning. How was your evening?" Now, many learners panic at this moment. They think, "I need a big answer. I need perfect grammar." But in real life, you only need something simple. You can say, "It was good, thank you. I rested well." That is enough. That is natural. That is real English at work. And the other person will just smile and move on. No one is judging your grammar. They just want a smooth conversation. Now imagine you are starting your work tasks. Your colleague comes and says, "Can you help me with this?" You might feel pressure. You might think, "What if I say it wrong?" But again, real workplace English is simple. You can say, "Sure, I can help you," or "Yes, give me a minute," or even, "I'm a bit busy right now, but I'll help you soon." These are small sentences, but they carry you through your whole workday. The problem many learners face is not English itself. The problem is thinking that English at work must be complicated. But it is not. Let's slow down and look at another situation. Imagine your boss calls you and says, "We need this done by 3 p.m. You feel nervous. Your heart jumps. You understand the words, but your brain is thinking too much. In that moment, you don't need long English. You just need calm, simple English. You can say, "Okay, I understand," or "All right, I will finish it." That is it, short, clear, professional. And if you do not understand something, you don't need to suffer in silence. You can simply say, "Sorry, can you repeat that, please?" Or even, "Can you explain that again?" These are powerful sentences, not because they are difficult, but because they save you in real situations. Now, let's talk about something many learners struggle with: mistakes. Maybe you try to speak, but the sentence comes out wrong. Maybe you mix words. Maybe you stop halfway, and then you feel embarrassed. But listen carefully. At work, people care more about understanding than perfection. If you say, I finish report yesterday. People still understand you finished the report. And over time, your English improves naturally just by using it. Nobody becomes fluent by waiting to be perfect. People become fluent by speaking, even when it is not perfect. Let's go deeper into real workplace moments. Imagine you are in a small meeting. Someone says, "What do you think?" This moment can feel scary if you are not confident in English. You might want to stay silent, but even a small answer is powerful. You can say, "I think this is a good idea," or maybe we can try another option. Even simple opinions help you join the conversation. You don't need big vocabulary. You just need simple honesty in English. Now imagine lunchtime at work. People are talking casually. This is actually one of the best places to practice English because it is relaxed. Someone asks, "Did you eat breakfast?" You can say, "Yes, I did," or "No, I didn't have time." Small talk like this builds your confidence step by step. And confidence is what really changes your English, not memorizing long rules. Let's talk about phone calls at work, because many learners fear this the most. The phone rings. You see an unknown number. You answer, and someone starts speaking fast. Your mind goes blank. But again, you only need a few simple survival phrases. You can say, "Hello, this is your name speaking." Or if you didn't hear clearly, "Sorry, could you speak slowly, please?" Or even, "Can you send me a message instead?" These sentences are like tools. You don't need many tools, just the right ones. Now let's talk about one of the biggest fears: making mistakes in front of others. Maybe you are speaking and someone corrects you. Or maybe you feel people are listening closely. This is where many learners stop speaking. But here is something important. At work, communication is a team effort. People are not waiting for you to fail. They are waiting to understand you. And even native speakers sometimes make mistakes in daily conversation. So if you say something and it is not perfect, it is still okay. You are still communicating, and communication is the goal. Let's imagine a situation where you need something from a colleague. You don't need to think too much. You can say, "Can you send me that file?" Or "Please help me with this." Or even, "I need your help here." Simple English is strong English at work. Now, I want you to picture your future self for a moment. You are walking into your workplace, and instead of fear, you feel calm. You greet people. You understand instructions. You even joke a little in English, not because you became perfect overnight, but because you practiced simple conversations like these again and again. Every time you speak, even a little, you are building confidence. And confidence is what makes English flow naturally. Let's also talk about something very real. Sometimes at work, you don't understand what someone said, but you are afraid to ask again. So you stay silent, you guess, and later you make a mistake. But there is a simple solution. You can just say, "Sorry, I didn't catch that." Or can you say that again slowly? These sentences are not signs of weakness. They are signs of smart communication. Even native speakers ask people to repeat things all the time. Now let's bring everything together in a real feeling. Workplace English is not about big grammar books or memorizing long lists. It is about survival communication. It is about simple sentences that help you do your job, connect with people, and feel confident. And every time you use English at work, even if it is small, you are improving. Maybe today you only say one sentence. That is okay. Maybe tomorrow you say 3 sentences. That is progress. Maybe next month you join a full conversation. That is growth. It all builds slowly, like steps. And I want you to remember this clearly. You do not need perfect English to succeed at work. You need usable English. English that helps you ask questions. English that helps you answer. English that helps you connect. And you already have enough to start. You just need to use it. So the next time you go to work, don't wait to feel ready. Don't wait to be perfect. Just try one simple sentence. Say hello, ask a question, respond to someone. Because every real conversation you have is training your brain to become more fluent. And slowly, without even noticing, English starts feeling natural. Not something you study, but something you live. And if today felt difficult, that is okay. You are learning, you are growing, and you are moving forward. Keep it simple, keep it real, keep speaking. And over time, you will look back and realize something amazing. English at work is no longer scary. It is just normal, and you can do it. Thanks for watching, and keep practicing your English every day.